Hello and welcome back to my channel. So some alternate titles for this video were things I wish I knew before 30, how did I not know these things before now, and things you're probably already doing just fine, but there may be a more efficient way of doing them that you are not yet aware of. Welcome. If you are new here and you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on. Let's just start with the one that inspired this video. There was this candle expert on TikTok who said that this entire time we've been blowing out our candles wrong. I don't know about you, but this is how I blow out my candles. So there's a lot to unpack here. See the smoke coming out? Did you see the blowback? And worst of all, do you see these little hangers that are on the wick of the candle? We can avoid all of these things and better preserve your candle if you blow them out with a wick dipper. What is a wick dipper, you ask? It is this long metal tool of sorts that you just gently dip the wick and flame into the warm wax. After you dip the wick, you just want to make sure you pick it back up so it's not going to get hardened in the wax. And what this does is it blows out the candle. There is no smoke and it coats the wick in wax, and that helps preserve it and helps it last longer. This next one is something we all do and we're probably doing it wrong. I know I was, and that is wrapping your towel around yourself when you get out of the shower. Okay, most of us, what we do, we wrap, and then we tuck. And then what happens? Oh, look at that. I just flashed you. What you want to do is wrap, and instead of tucking, you want to fold over, not once, but twice. Okay? 1, 2. Look at me. I am secure. I can dance. I can squat. I can do it all. Nothing's falling down. I'm not flashing anyone. Ryan is not a fan of this hack because I think he preferred the old way. Sorry, Ryan. No more free shows for you. Next one is reheating our food in the microwave. And the problem that happens a lot is that some of the food is scalding hot. The rest of it, cold as ice. So you may have already heard the tip to put a hole in the center of your food, make it into a little donut, and it will heat it more evenly. But to take it a step further, the best option to evenly heat your food in the microwave, you don't want to put it right in the center of the turntable. You want to put it on the outer edge. That's going to allow it to heat evenly and throughout. If you're trying to heat up 2 dishes at the same time and there's not enough space, what you could do is put an upside down cup in there, microwave safe cup, of course, and then put your second bowl or plate on top of that cup. And now look, you have a double-decker microwave. I love it. I love it. Now, a few food-related ones, all right? Eating your bag of chips. Do you see what this doesn't have going for it? It's gonna flop to one side or flop to the other. Then you have to put it in a bowl, you're dirtying a different bowl. We don't want that, we can avoid that. There is a better way. And all you have to do is take the bottom corners and tuck them under and fold. It turns it into a chip bowl. It stands up on its own and you don't need to pour your chips into a bowl. Oh my God. Oh no. Ryan must have bought these, you guys. Chicken chips, like a chicken into a chip. I am not well. So what you wanna do is you wanna tuck, and you have just created your own chip bowl, people. Are we seeing this? My problems are solved.
Hold on. If you're eating popcorn with your hands at all, you're doing it wrong. I always keep a trusty spoon with me just for these occasions. Look. No messy fingers.
This next food-related one comes from our sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. So look, if you are individually trying to think of what to make for dinner every single night, if you are then going to the grocery store and having to search through the aisles for each and every ingredient and bring it home, and if you are making the same 5 or 6 meals on rotation over and over, night after night, then look, there is a better way. I just go on the app. Any given week, there's at least 25 different amazing meal options. I just pick the ones I want. Everything gets delivered to me, to my door. I get the recipe cards. I get the exact amount of ingredients that I need. It could not be easier, and it just keeps things really fresh for me. I don't get sick and tired of eating the same food. They have so many different options. They have one-pan meals. They have quick and fast meals, vegetarian options, and now they have different add-on options, which I am loving. So you need to try the ricotta toast. They're amazing. You can add on extra proteins. You can even add on little treats, little desserts for yourself. What it comes down to for me is I just love the food. I love the taste. I love the flavors, the sauces. It's just more creative, way better tasting than anything I'm gonna whip up myself. So if you have never tried HelloFresh, you can go to HelloFresh.com and use my code BVASSOR14 to get 14 free meals and free shipping. It's an amazing deal. I am a long-term partner with HelloFresh, but I am also a long-term customer on my own. When I work with them, they send me a box that week, but every other week, I purchase it on my own. Trust me, you're gonna be obsessed and you're gonna want it every single week like I do. If you've been putting your cereal boxes away like this your entire life, I'm about to blow your mind because there is a better way. So all you have to do, first, tuck down the 2 smaller side tabs. Then tuck down the back tab, like so. Then you take the 2 sides and pinch them in. So you're left with this. Then you take this top flap and just tuck it in like so. And you have the most sleek, closed cereal box. It just looks so much nicer. Here's our before, here's our after. A problem that a lot of us out there do deal with and not everyone talks about is shrinkage. Bacon shrinkage, that is. When you go to cook your bacon, your big hearty piece of bacon, it shrivels up into a little sad, pathetic bacon shrimp. So what you can do before cooking your bacon, run it under cold water. The other option is to put it in a little ice bath, then cook it, and it's going to reduce the shrinkage of your bacon by up to 50%. Here is our side-by-side comparison. The bacon on the left was run under cold water and the bacon on the right was not. You can see the shrinkage is major with these and a lot less if you just rinse it under water. One of the great things about being an adult is you no longer get fun mail. You only get dreaded mail, like bills, taxes, spammy credit card offers, you know what I mean? So if you have mail that comes in that contains sensitive information that you need to cross out, you may just be scribbling over it, making lines over it, but the best thing to do to cross out or block out sensitive information is to write letters over it, just random letters. That is the most effective way to block out the text so that it can't be read. It stays hot through mid to end of November here, and one of the worst things, I have a black on black car and that interior gets so hot, and especially with kids, oh no, it's awful. So the quickest way to cool down your car, what you wanna do, get in the car, roll down the passenger side window, and then use the driver's side door and pump it open and close. This will start to circulate the air and will cool your car down. If you have a jar with a lid that you just cannot remove, there's a lot of tricks out there. There's gadgets for this. I've heard to like bang it on a hard surface. And of course, if you have an over-the-top bodybuilder husband, you just call him down and make him feel useful. Oh, hon, can you help me open this jar?
Are you in need of assistance, ma'am?
So an easy and effective way of doing this is to run the lid under hot water for just 30 seconds to a minute, dry it off, and then it pops right off with ease. No tools, no gadgets, no man required. Similar, but kind of opposite to that one, if you are painting your nails, the fastest way to dry your nail polish is to run it under cold water. That dries your nail polish so fast. This one I saw on TikTok. I have not yet tested it out, so we're gonna try it together live, and that is peeling our oranges, okay? Instead of just whacking that thing, cut, 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 slice, slice. Apparently what you can do is just trim off the top, trim off the bottom, make a slice down the side, and roll it open, and it will perfectly unroll into your orange wedges. Not unrolling the way that I had hoped. I mean, it kind of works. It makes it a little bit easier to grab, but I'm gonna say this is a no, and this is why I test the hacks before I share them. My whole life I've been storing my peanut butter wrong, just putting it right in there in the pantry. Little did I know, You want to store it like this. Store it upside down. And what that is going to do is it's going to help evenly distribute the oils. So then when it's time to use it, you don't have that oil slick on the top and the hard peanut butter on the bottom. Just flip that baby right upside down. When that craving hits and you want your ice cream and then you go to dig in only to discover, oh, it's hard. So then you try and put it in the microwave and it gets all soggy, melty. So here's what you do. I don't know how the science of this works. Get a large Ziploc bag like this. Put your ice cream inside. Somehow, through the magic of science, storing it like this in your freezer makes it such that it is not hard enough and you can just scoop it right out at any time. This last one, yep, we are going there, guys. You are probably going both number 1 and number 2. Wrong. This whole time, I know. So for number 2, I think a lot of people may be aware by now the benefits of squatting. There's even an invention called the squatty potty. Prop your feet on and just get the angle going. That is going to more efficiently move the pipes along. So that one you may know, because I know the squatty potty went viral a few years ago. But did you know that you may be peeing wrong? I learned this when I was pregnant and wow, did it make a difference. So when you're peeing, most of us were sitting there at a 90-degree angle on the toilet, right? Actually, what you want to do is you want to lean forward at a 45-degree angle. And what that will do is it will compress your bladder down and help get the remaining urine out. Just by sitting up straight on the toilet, you're not as effectively emptying your bladder. So if you could just lean forward to a 45-degree angle, you will empty out more urine. Who would have known? Who would have thought? So let me know, how many of these did you already know? How many new things did you learn today? Thank you as always so much for watching. Don't forget to use my code down in the description box to try out HelloFresh and get 14 free meals. You guys, these meals are so good. You will not be disappointed. You will love them. So that again is going to be in the description box. And with all of that said, I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.